Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rumor Central NHL Deadline. Well, my name is Mark Spencer once again, folks. What I've been reading today in the rumor mill going all along today, what I've been hearing from the Ottawa Sun, I've been reading, is there's a rumor out there that the Chicago Blackhawks really want to get their fingers on Brad Richards. It looks like it's heating up, folks. This trade is imminent. No, it's not imminent. Folks, just continue to watch TSN and Sportsnet or The Score in Canada, whatever, or ESPN in the States. Just continue to watch what's going on, because what I'm hearing is that Brad Richards might be heading to Chicago in a way to bolster up their team, make them better, make them compete more. You know, that's what it's all about. You want to compete now in the NHL, especially a team like Chicago. Man, the Chicago Blackhawks have so much history. You talk about great players they've had, Chris Chelios, Jeremy Roenick, Tony Amonte, such players as Tony Esposito, one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time, and Stan Mikita, of course, the Big M, Stan Mikita, of course. Well, and what I've been hearing, just give me a couple seconds here, folks, and it's been reported in the Ottawa Senators and Ottawa Citizen that Ray Emery, all the fans in Ottawa want to know what's going to happen with Ray Emery. It could be real expensive, between $3 to $6 million for this young goalkeeper. I know he's underpaid right now, but what else I've been hearing is Wade Redden could be on his way to the Edmonton Oilers. Don't know if that's 100% yet, but what I've been looking and been checking out the last few days, I've been hearing on the radio, TV, you name it, from numerous sources, from whatever, that Wade Redden is a good chance. Ottawa Senators might pull a trade with Wade Redden at the draft. It's a good chance. If it doesn't happen, okay, Redden's staying in Ottawa. But I think Ottawa Senators need to dump some payroll if they're going to re-sign Ray Emery. You know, you have to make these trades, folks. You know, sometimes you're going to need to improve your team. And to improve your team, I mean, you got to pull all the stops, you know. I mean, it would be tough to be a general manager. It would be tough to be a player, because you don't know where you're going to go. I mean, it's hard to feel the way these players feel. It's almost like trade deadline day, you know. You just don't know what's going to happen to you next. And now I'm reading what's going on with Shanahan. You know, Brendan Shanahan, he was one of the best power forwards in the NHL nowadays. He really wants to return to the New York Rangers, and I wouldn't be surprised if they re-sign him. It looks like he doesn't want to go to Toronto, man. I'd love to see him go play in Toronto with Matt Sundin and a few of the other guys that are playing there. He'd be in a good fit for the Leafs, but it looks like he wants to go back to Manhattan. Doesn't want to go back to Detroit. He wants to go back to my favorite team, the New York Rangers. Manhattan. Makes sense to me. Well, with the Sabres, not really much going on with the Buffalo Sabres. They're still trying to get Daniel Briere and Chris Drury under contract here, but the time's ticking. They got less than a week to go before the July 1st free agency deadline, so there'll be unrestricted free agents. So any team will love to get their hands on these players. Well, folks, in my final thoughts here, this is what I feel is going to happen at the June draft on Friday, June 22nd. Today's June the 21st, Thursday. What I feel is going to happen tomorrow at the draft, there'll be at least 4 to 5 trades. I feel the Edmonton Oilers are really open for business, folks. They want to make a huge splash at this deadline. Don't be surprised with the Atlanta Thrashers. I wouldn't be surprised if the Thrashers trade off Ilya Kovalchuk. I don't think it's possible, but watch out for the St. Louis Blues. They might send their first-round pick, maybe a player off their team. The one guy I feel that, you know, they could maybe let go, maybe would be Jay McKee. I mean, he didn't really do anything for the St. Louis Blues last year. And watch for the Atlanta Thrashers. They might dump some payroll here in Ilya Kovalchuk. And watch for the Los Angeles Kings at the July 1st free agency when it starts. The frenzy, all the rumors, everything starts. Watch for the LA Kings. You watch. They'll probably sign Scott Gomez, Chris Drury, and I believe they'll sign Sheldon Surrey. They'll ink all 3 of these guys, and trust me, they'll be a better team next year. As for the Edmonton Oilers, I feel that they're going to get some much-needed defensive help. Hopefully they can acquire Wade Redden, and I'm been hearing that they're kind of interested in what's going on in Columbus right now with Nikolai Zherdov. So we'll see what happens. Well, my name is Mark Spencer, folks, and continue, and I mean continue, to Well, folks, my name is Mark Spencer for NHL Review number 3. We'll see you next time. Because if it's in the game, it's in the game. Adios, amigos.